You guys requested it, and I'm bringing it to you. And this isn't just for my younger viewers, this is for my older viewers that we appreciate so much. A bathroom that actually works as you age. It looks like this. After one of you asked about designing a bathroom with a bench for safety and comfort, I realized most people have no idea how to do this right. So today, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about shower benches. I'm Blake from Built by Becker, and I know this isn't the most exciting topic, but I want to give a big shout out to HappyBam-R9V for this question about bathroom renovations with benches. You mentioned dealing with a broken leg and thinking about walk-in features for making life easier, and that's what we're covering today. After 15 years of working on over 500 projects, I've designed countless bathrooms for people who want to stay in their homes comfortably, safely, and for the rest of their life. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know about adding a bench, the sizes, the materials, the different types, everything. Whether you're recovering from an injury, planning ahead for the future, or helping a family member stay independent, this video is going to give you everything you need to make the right decision. Stick around, because in the end, I've got something for each one of you. All right, now let's break this down. So first off, why are we even talking about this? According to the National Council of Aging, people over 65 are incredibly prone to falls in the bathroom. We're talking about head traumas, broken hips, all types of serious injuries, people, and most things happen in or around the shower. Now, you might be thinking, Blake, I'm not 65 yet. Why do I care? And here's why. You don't plan when you're gonna need stuff like this. I got a client who's in his 40s who broke his ankle mountain biking. Suddenly, standing in the shower for 10 minutes was impossible. Or you might have a surgery on your hip or your knee. Or maybe your elderly mom has to move in suddenly with you in a few months while she recovers. The smartest thing you can do is plan ahead. Future-proofing your bathroom doesn't mean make it look like a hospital. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this right, so it looks great and functions when you need it. Okay, there are three basic main types of shower benches. Each one has pros and cons depending on the situation. Type 1, built-in benches. This is where the bench is permanently constructed as part of your shower during a remodel. It's typically tiled to match your shower walls or something topped with a matching stone slab. A standard dimension for a built-in bench is around 17 to 19 inches high, the same height as most toilet seats. It's about 15 to 16 inches deep, and the width really depends on your shower wall and shower size. Some people do corner benches to save space. Others run a bench along the entire back wall. Now that choice is yours. The big advantages here is it looks amazing. It feels permanent and upscale. It's incredibly sturdy, and these things can support 400, 500 pounds easy if built correctly. And you can customize it to exactly your space and its needs. The downsides, of course, it's expensive. If you're talking about adding it to your already shower build, it could be $1,500 to $3,000, depending on the materials. It takes up space, so you're gonna need at least a 48 by 36 shower, ideally bigger if you want a bigger bench. And here's the kicker. Once it's in, it's not coming out without any major demo work. And it's also important, if someone needs to use a wheelchair or rolling shower chair, a built-in bench doesn't work. There's no space underneath to roll under it. When does a built-in make sense? If you're doing a full bathroom renovation, you've got the space you want and that spa-like look, and you're planning to stay in your home long-term. This is the Cadillac option. Oh, and one more thing on built-ins. Make sure your contractor slopes the bench slightly towards the shower drain. Water does need to sheet off and not pool on the bench. That's a rookie mistake I've seen many times. Now let's get into type 2, fold down wall mounted benches. This is my favorite option for most people, and here's why. A fold down bench mounts directly to your wall. When you need it, flip it down. When you don't, fold it up against the wall where it only sticks out 4 to 5 inches. These typically measure around 18 to 24 inches wide, 15 to 18 inches deep when unfolded, and then you mount them at whatever height works best for you. Usually 17 to 19 inches from the shower floor. The advantages there are whatever you want and whatever works best. They do save space when they're folded up. You've got your full shower back. It is way cheaper than the built-in option, and you can get a quality one from $200 to $500 installed. You can add one to an existing shower without a full renovation. And here's the big one. There's open space underneath so that someone in in a wheelchair could roll right in. You can get a cheap plastic one for under $100, but don't. They feel flimsy and they look cheap, and people that need a safe place to sit, you don't want to skimp on this kind of thing. Teak wood fold-down benches are the sweet spot. They're naturally water resistant, they look good, and they can hold up to 400 or 500 pounds. I've also seen nice ones made from recycled materials and even stainless steel for that modern look. The only real downside is that you'll need to make sure there's solid blocking in your shower to mount it to, and it has to be done properly. If you're building new or doing a remodel, your contractor could add that in during construction. If you're adding one into an existing shower, you might need to open up a wall and add the blocking. I know it sounds crazy, but it's really not a huge deal, but definitely a step I would recommend. So when does a fold down make sense? If you want flexibility and you don't want to lose shower space, if you're on a budget, or if wheelchair accessibility is a concern now or in the future, this is probably the best option for 70% of the people. Let's jump into type number 3, freestanding portable benches. These are basically like a stool that sits in your shower. No installation needed. You just put it there. They're typically 15 to 18 inches high, 13 to 15 inches deep, and 15 to 24 inches wide. They're usually made from teak, bamboo, plastic, or sometimes aluminum. The advantages? They're cheap, $50 to $150. Zero installation. You can move them in, you can take them out when you want them, when you don't want them, and you can take them with you if you ever move. If you're renting, this is basically your only option. The downside, they can slide on a smooth shower floor if they don't have rubber feet. They typically only support 250 pounds, sometimes less. And they take up floor space when you're not using them. And honestly, they scream, grandma lives here. Which look, if you need it, you need it, but you're not winning any design awards. When does a freestanding make sense? Obviously, if you're renting. If you need something right now and can't wait for a remodel, if this is temporary, like recovering from a surgery, or you're really tight on a budget and just need something functional. Okay, so no matter which type you choose, let's talk about the specific of sizing and placement, because this is where people mess up. Let's talk about height. 17 to 19 inches is the standard, and there's a reason for that. It matches toilet height, which means transferring from sitting to standing usually the same muscle movements that you're already used to. If you're taller, like over 6 feet, you might want to go closer to 19 inches. If you're shorter, then you could probably go, 17 inches if you're under 5'5". The ADA actually requires 17 to 19 inches for accessible bathrooms, so this isn't just a suggestion, it's based on real ergonomic data. Depth. 15 to 16 inches is the sweet spot for most people. Go shallower and you're just gonna feel like you're about to slide off. Go deeper and it becomes hard to stand up, especially if you have knee or hip issues. Exception. If you want more of a spa vibe and you're going to lean back and relax, you could go 18 to 20 inches, but that's a luxury thing, not an accessibility thing. Now the width. This depends on your space, but a minimum, you're gonna want 15 to 18 inches, and if you've got room, 24 to 30 is most comfortable. Some people who are doing a full remodel run the bench the entire width of the shower, maybe 48 inches or more. That looks amazing, but you need a big shower for that. Let's talk about placement. Here's what I tell every client. Place the bench where you can reach the shower controls while sitting. Usually that means along one side of the wall or the back wall. Not in a corner unless you have to. Corner benches are smaller and less comfortable. And make sure that there's room to get on and off the bench safely. You don't want to be squeezing past the bench to get in the shower. That defeats the whole safety purpose. And one more thing. If you're adding a handheld shower head, which I highly recommend for aging in place bathrooms, mount it within reach of someone sitting on the bench. Standard shower heads are useless if you're seated. Now, if you're going to do this right, a bench is just one piece of the puzzle. You also want to think about a few other features that make your shower safer and more comfortable. Start with grab bars. They're not ugly or hospital looking anymore. Brands like Delta, Moen, and Kohler make ones that look like regular towel bars and finishes that are matte, brushed nickel, and match your trim or your plumbing fixtures. Now, mounting them, I would suggest 33 to 36 inches high and make sure they're anchored into studs. If they pull out, they're worse than useless. If you're remodeling, consider going curbless. No step, no tripping hazard. Just a smooth slope floor that keeps the water in. If you can't go fully curbless, even lowering the curb from 6 inches to 3 or 4 makes a huge difference. Next, flooring. Go for textured, slip-resistant tile. Small tiles with more grout lines are the best. Avoid polished stone or stick-on treads. They look bad and they don't really work. These are my general recommendations for this kind of bathroom. But there's a question in this comment that I can't get out of my head. What about walk-in tubs? I'm gonna be blunt. I don't usually recommend them. Yes, they've got a door so you don't have to step over anything. Yes, they often have a built-in seat and jets and all of that. But here's the problem. You have to sit in the tub while it fills up, and then you have to sit in the tub while it completely drains before you can open the door and get out. That means you're sitting there wet and cold for like 5 to 10 minutes waiting on the water to drain out. They're also very expensive. We're talking $5,000 to $15,000 just for the tub, and then the installation and the modifications for the installation. A curbless shower with a fold-down bench and grab bar is the safest, most practical, and the least expensive. The only time I recommend a walk-in tub is if someone really does love taking baths and physically can't get into a regular tub anymore. But even then, I'd explore other options first. A well-designed, accessible bathroom doesn't look like a hospital room. With the right materials, the right fixtures, and a little planning, it can look just as beautiful as any other bathroom while being way more functioning and safe. So whether you're dealing with a broken leg right now, planning for the future, or helping a parent stay in their home safely, you now know exactly what to look for. Now for the freebie I promised you at the beginning of this video, it's my home maintenance checklist. Grab it from the link in the description below. This video helped you out, go ahead and leave a comment because I've got tons more videos coming and I always will have something in mind. Drop me a comment, let me know what you're thinking and I will try to make a video about it. I'm Blake from Built by Becker. Thank you so much and we'll see you on the next one.